The live-action remake of Disney's Mulan has finally cast its main character, and fans are praising the production's choice. Chinese actress Liu Yifei, also known as Crystal Liu, was picked out of nearly 1,000 candidates to play the lead role. The casting comes amid criticism that Hollywood was using white actors to play Asian characters. Recent films accused of this so-called whitewashing include Japanese anime Ghost in the Shell, the main role of which was played by Scarlett Johansson. Chinese epic The Great Wall starred Matt Damon as its lead character. Mulan is slated to be released in 2019.